Today guys, I have a very special video for y'all. Here is a Yamaha PW50 that I took from behind my aunt's house, and we made a deal with her. I'd fix it up for the mere price of 150 bucks, which is $100 for parts and $50 for labor. This bike had sat behind that house for at least 15 years, and it was my cousin, my little cousin, or my older cousin now. But whenever he was like 4 or 5, he had this thing. So this is the early 2000s model, and he used to ride this thing around, and it just got parked one day and they never needed it anymore. So with that said, this is a true testament to how bulletproof these old PW50s are. Yamaha made some good bikes for kids with an automatic shaft drive transmission and just a bulletproof 50cc motor. This thing sat for 15 years, never lost spark, and I got it running in a matter of a week. The parts I did have to buy for it are very typical. One, I got a new choke cable that is not factory because, you know, they freeze up and they get stuck to the carburetor. So two, I bought a new carburetor because the bronze fitting for the choke slide got corroded in there way beyond being repairable, so I had to get a new carburetor. And then a new airbox, and I think that airbox came with the carburetor. I don't remember. I was very lucky. I didn't have to replace much. There was nothing super mechanically wrong with the motor. It cleaned up pretty nice. I could use a pressure washer, but I don't know how these ignition systems would handle that. The original oil pump did start picking up oil. I do have mixed gas in here because I didn't know if it was going to pick up oil. But it won't be like that forever. Once this old oil gets burned up, I'll stop using mixed gas and I'll put new 2-stroke oil in the compartment. And this will be an absolute amazing ride for my aunt's new kid, little Josh. He'll love this thing, I'm sure. And now, with all the words out of the way, I'm going to show y'all what y'all are definitely wanting from this video. And I'm going to give it a start, and I'm going to give it a ride. This thing does have training wheels on it, obviously, because it was for a 4-year-old, and it's going to a 4-year-old. But I mean, I could make it work. So, I did start it up just earlier, but it still kind of is cold, so it's a cold start. Let's see, after one day of rebuilding, if it'll cold start just fine. So you gotta put the switch on start, and then we kick it over. It runs great. 15 years, and it runs great. It does idle better after it warms up. Alright, now let's see if this thing can lug my 230-pound 5/8 self. Alright, it ran out of gas, so what you want to do is just throw your gas in it. This is hard to do one-handed. So now that I got the fuel tank 3/4 full, that's approximately 1/3 of a gallon. And to make a 40-to-1 mixture with a full gallon, that's 3.2 fluid ounces of oil to a gallon to make a 40-to-1, which means approximately 2 tablespoons or 1 ounce would be okay for a 1/3 gallon. So that's what I'm gonna add. I'm at the 4 mark right now. I'm gonna put about that much in. Here we go. Check real quick. A little bit more. A little bit more. And that there is just about good. Now all you gotta do is shake it up. Hope my fuel petcock wasn't on. No, it wasn't good. so I know I'm getting mixed feelings in the curb. Even though I've got oil in the line, I just don't trust that oil. And now it's time to give her in. And with having that said, 15 years is no match for this PW50. It'll get me 230 pounds moving 25 miles an hour. The top speed on these things are 28, and that top speed is adjustable. There are some YouTube videos about it somewhere. I'm not the guy. And I believe this bike is gonna go to a great home. And peace out, thanks for watching. Go subscribe to my TikTok at Broke Down Bikes, and have a Merry Christmas.